Okay. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Hey, Cillian. Ah, okay.
Do you remember how to jump?
I'm going okay. I just wolfed down a lot of food, so I'm feeling pretty full right now. So, the tank is full, so we can have a long stream if I get far enough in the game. Then again, I am very tired, so who knows?
You'll go higher. You'll need a high jump to reach the top of this ledge, Jack. Dodge, Jack. Do your stuff. Good job. The crate
I got a hot potato and 2 hot tomatoes. Hell yeah.
Who'll do the fighting?
Surrender yourself. You are under arrest.
Yeah, I kind of realized that I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh fuck, should probably do that. so here I am. YouTube remind me to moderate again. Yeah, well, nothing really comes up, so I kind of forget that you're even mod. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm in fucking hero mode, so I don't. It's not 2 hits to kill them. Jesus.
There is no escape.
I liked the jam. Me too.
Free, Jack. Thanks to me. Nice to breathe some fresh air, huh? We'll get that Baron Praxis guy, all right.
Well, so yeah, sorry there's no webcam. I'm a scrungly mess right now, and I can't be bothered doing something about it. So.
That was cool.
Okay, we saw a core spawn in. Yeah, I just get there too fast, so bother with the webcam so you don't have to later. What? No, I just said why I can't be bothered. There's nothing wrong with my webcam. I can turn it on if I want. I just don't want to. Jesus. That's what I thought. Plot holes in Jack 3? They are aplenty. Yeah, I expect all of you to have watched the video I uploaded so we can have high-level analysis of a game we're not playing right now. Want to? No. That sounds lame. Lame. I went to say dumb and lame at the same time. I ate your webcam so you won't have to turn it on. You're welcome. Thank you. I didn't. Jeez. I thought I had my #1 fan in chat, but I guess not. You weren't even here for most of those streams. Jesus. I forgot. Yeah. That's what they all say. I watched it, but I used it mostly to sleep. I mean, that's fair. It is long. The Adventure Time brain rot was getting to me. I haven't watched Adventure Time in months. I'm still up to the end of season 4. It's not like I've even been watching anything else. I did watch a whole ass anime, which I haven't done in months. And then I started another one and stopped. I'm so bad. I've been playing a lot of video games though, which has been pretty sick. In my defense, that whole ass anime I watched was very good and became like a favorite. So pretty happy about that. Not so happy that I'll never get another season, so I'll read the manga. I watched the Fixing Jack stream highlight. It was good. Thank you. Well, I'm glad someone enjoyed it. Who's seen Fiona? I haven't seen it. Oh my god! No! No spoilers, because I want to watch it when I get up to it. Okay, I'm glad I could save that. Jesus Christ, those fucking backwards boosters. Tell you what. Luckily, there's 2 health packs. And you guys know what I mean by spoilers. Literally any information about it other than it exists. Don't like say anything. I don't want to know. Okay? Thank you. Look, as soon as I get my ADHD meds, I'll fucking start watching it. It's literally that bad. Yes, I'm aware it exists. That's all I want to be aware of. My key is... But key... Fuck, I'm so bad. Yes, your P key is broken. I've had HD. Yeah, I got diagnosed maybe a month or two ago. So... Ooh. So now I have an excuse for why I haven't uploaded a video in over a year, nearly 2 years. So... My favorite part of Fiona and Cake is when Fiona said it's Fiona time and then proceeded to Fiona all over the place. Man, that sounds based. Can't wait. I thought you had it for like, I don't know. Well, I've had it for a long time. I just didn't get it diagnosed until very recently. And I didn't want to just like say, oh, I've got ADHD like flippantly if I didn't have a diagnosis. So, but now I can, and now I can use it as an excuse. It's okay. I dropped out of uni this semester, so I can work on the boggy script. I haven't touched it. I don't know why, but it's funny when we can't see her face. I don't know. I'm in a decent mood right now as well, so I don't know. Hey, Lord Sausage. Just came back from watching Nitro Rad's Mischief Maker's video. Looks genuinely good and fun. I've heard of the game. I saw he uploaded that video. I haven't watched it. That's cool. Glad to finally watch you live. Hope you're well. Thank you, Retro Plague Doctor. Appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. I kind of just forgot. It's like it's like I uploaded that video of the stream highlights from the last streams we did, and I'm like, and I just stopped thinking about YouTube. It's like I uploaded something, it's like, oh, that's cool, that's nice. And then I forgot. Sorry, my voice is a bit bleh. Also, like, nobody except my brother is home at the moment, and he's asleep, so like, I got all the internet to myself, so we got smooth times. Hopefully for the whole stream. Also, man, none of you guys are like the stream? Jesus. I thought I had friends. Well, no, I didn't, but I expected better from my chat. Fuck me. Oh yeah, I love Ricky's new Jack 3 video. Very good stuff. He makes excellent content. It's actually really cool, because the error he covered in that video was the error that I was introduced to Jack and Daxter speedrunning. And I was like 13 at the time. And that exact route that he covered was the route that I used to run when I used to run it in my own time. So it was really cool seeing all these like strats that I completely forgotten about and fucking despised. So yeah, that was really cool to see. I'm guessing the next era is when the hover is going to be introduced. I was still running the game a little bit when that was introduced, but yeah. You know, I was never like, you know, active in the scene. Like, I was never like posting runs or streaming or submitting times or whatever. But I was like learning all the new strats in my own time and keeping up with the scene. And I've still kept up with the scene like even today. So I kind of know like the history of the routes and stuff. I just don't really know like the runners and the history there. So it's really cool to have that like full context now. Watching his videos, and they're also just like super high quality. Ricky's a really cool dude. Does really good work. put a funny image where my webcam is supposed to be. Oh, my mic is kind of quiet. I think I was recording something at some point. Hello, hello. Oh man, should I? Look, I can. I don't know if I want to out myself right now. Hold on. Never mind. I had a thought, and I'm just gonna forget about it. Oh god. Yo Zeke, how's it been? Last time I saw you were playing some Jack 3. That was the last time I streamed, yeah. I just haven't streamed it a bit. But I'm going okay. Adding myself as nothing, I just shut up. I'm forgot and I can't remember where the memory loss brothers. Unironically me though, like, you know, it's really funny. I have like a bad memory, like I just forget things all the time. But it's really bad because like when I was getting my ADHD diagnosis, I was being asked a lot of I was being asked a lot of questions about my childhood, and I'm just like, I just legit just no memory of being a kid, you know, like it's just all gone. Fuck. Oh no. This is not good. I will steal this one instead. Look, the only thing I remember about being a kid was playing these Strongler games, so. Wait, Jack is ma... Yeah. True, though. Hey, yes, Ron. How we doing, man? I have ADHD and autism, but my memory's always been rather vivid. I'm a weird freak, and he could freak even. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my my memory is down to. Maybe I'm just a stupid idiot. Maybe brain is just small. True. Jack too bad. Broski. You chose to speak any language and you chose to speak facts. Hey, Martian. You know, I can't even be mad at Damook. It's just the funniest shit in the world. Like, there's no hint of infuriation reading his comments. It's just hilarity. Like, it's just beyond parody. He just says something and it's like, oh, of course you would think that. Fucking DMC2. Fuck me. You know, that's another problem I got. I went to a specialist like years ago, and I had like a camera shoved down my nose, down to my throat to like see what this problem is where like I constantly feel like I need to clear my throat, but clearing my throat exacerbates the issue. And I don't remember what the condition is called, so I can't even like Google how to treat it or whatever. It's like, fuck me. ADHD and autism too. I can't remember anything ever except the most random stuff. Yeah, it's like things that are like either important to my day-to-day or like important like just generally, I usually just forget. But it's like I will remember the most unimportant things in the world, if they, one, interest me, like stuff to do with this series, or like just anything random. Like, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Did that really need to take space in my limited memory? Sure. Hey, moon's out. Problems in my medical rate? Oh yeah, true. Should probably look into that. Like, I still have like the document. I still have some sort of document I was given, like in an email, concerning it, or like ways to treat it, like some basic rudimentary things. But it doesn't say on the thing what it's called, so I don't remember.
Missile systems at critical overload. Failsafe not responding. Danger. Warhead detonation imminent. Evacuate immediately.
Question if I may ask, what would your thoughts be on someone wanting to do Jack and Daxter like I do? Like stream and make videos like I do? I don't know. I don't even make videos anymore. Look, just make content that makes you happy. If it's something that you want to like do as like a career sort of thing, I'd advise trying to find your own voice when it comes to either streaming or video making. But if it's just for fun, just do whatever you want. Working for another 30 minutes, so I shall be audio only. No worries, my guy. Have fun at the grind. My memory's weird. When sad, I remember stuff rather well, but when happy, it's a little harder. Interesting. Great! This is what I get for reading your responses. I crash. That was like a perfect crash as well. Just completely head on, kill the other dude, and initiate an alarm. It's just like beautiful. You know, it's like, it's... I hear people be like, man, I should really get around to making a YouTube channel. And then I'm just thinking, yeah, me too. Oh, wait. It's like, fuck. Sometimes when angry, my memory gets really good out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I think it's just subject matter. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Like, I will remember entire conversations that I've had when I was like 15, 16. But not like the ones where I was happy. It's the ones that make me cringe the most because I was sad and I was trying to express my emotions in the worst ways possible to people that I cared about. And and not healthy ways either. So it's just like, oh man, oh fuck's sake. No, don't. Oh fuck. You know, it's like really bad. Answer my question, it's important. Who's a Jack character that you would punt into the sun in a heartbeat if given the chance? That's my personalized cringe compilation. Yeah, exactly. It's just, yeah, my entire high school experience. Oh, fuck, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't really have any characters that I loathe in the series. Ashlyn in Jack 3, so Kira can have more of a role. I don't fucking know. You know, I've even heard Damon defend that. You know, like the weird shift to Ashlyn being the love interest. The thing that makes total sense. He defends it because he's like, oh, Kira was like a gaslighting, manipulative abuser in Jack 2. So, it's okay that the story's bad. And comes out of nowhere. It's like, okay, buddy. Okay.
Care to try for the
Man, I've already been clipped. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I'm at home and I think to myself, man, I can't wait to be home. And I just stand there for a second like... you know, it's so funny. Like, even... I'm like 22. And the age to like buy alcohol in my country is 18. So I've had a good 4 years of like... I can just buy alcohol. But whenever I'm in a situation where like I can just like go walk across the room and buy alcohol, I'm just like, wait a sec. I'm an adult. I can just like buy alcohol, and then I buy a Coke. it's like I don't drink, so it's just like, but it's like that. It's that realization just like keeps happening all the time. But you know, it happened similarly not long ago. When I was talking to my lecturer about how much I was struggling in class, and how, you know, I recently just got diagnosed with ADHD and depression, and he's like, go visit like disability support on campus. They can like, you know, work something out with you. And I'm walking my way there, I'm just like, oh wait, yeah, I'm like disabled. It didn't hit me for like a few weeks after getting my diagnosis, because it's just like, oh shit, this is a place that disabled people go to. I guess I'm disabled. Yeah, it's funny. It's really weird. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm like a whole different class of people. You know, just I don't know. It's funny. I need an adult. Isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's clear he prefers Ashlyn because he spent more time with her overall because he replayed 3 the most. Yeah, it's so funny trying to get him to talk about specifics in the games, because like you'll ask him a thing about like a very specific plot point, and he'll like half recall it. He'll like say something, and you'll be like, "That's sort of correct," but it's like you're on a Reddit discussion. How do you move forward with someone being sort of correct, trying to debunk them, and just telling them, no, you misremember? Like, I don't fucking... There's no point engaging. It's just funny. Coke's better than alcohol. Yeah, true. Less expensive too. I think it's mainly due to what it's about. Like, my brain compartmentalizes stuff on its own. In the future, me has to deal with my brain's weird choices. Yeah. Man, I'm just like really behind. I'm kind of talkative today. Channel idea I had in mind wasn't necessarily specifically about games, just about random stuff I feel like talking about. I mean, I have 2 concrete and a potential 3rd video ideas in mind for the future, one of which being Boggy Swamp. But the other like concrete one I have in mind has nothing to do with anything I've ever covered on the channel. So, and I know it's not going to get like any views, but that's okay because I think it's going to be a good video. It's like I'm in that phase now where it's like where I was in the phase when I first started the channel. I want to make videos that I want to watch, like that I desire to see, because no one else is gonna fucking make it, you know. I wonder how many hours Daemoon has in Jack 3. Not as much as me, and I can guarantee it. Oh, so smooth. So smooth.
Did you miss me?
I don't think Damook's a troll. I think Damook is just genuinely very what's the word? Very contrarian and also very dumb. Like I think it's just that. You know, like you're on the internet, you're kind of encouraged to have like you're kind of encouraged to be contrarian in a lot of ways. You're either dogmatic or contrarian. There's very little in between on the internet. But I also think it's just very stupid.
With metalheads, I say shoot first, ask questions later. There's the second scumbag.
A video about concrete. Wowsy, very cool. No, no. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to find out in 4 years when I finally finish it. And it's going to be a long video too. So is the boggy one, except the boggy one's going to be a lot harder to write, which is why I still haven't written it.
One less metalhead to think about. Next turn. Get over here and stay close. Great, no time to celebrate. Watch my six.
Sometimes I literally just forget to eat. Happened 3 times this week because I was playing Minecraft. See, I don't forget to eat. I'll be doing my own thing, and then the ping will hit me like, hey, haven't eaten in a while. Should probably do that. And then I won't for 5 hours because I don't want to get up. So that's for me. What if your videos don't get views? Does it discourage you or no? It depends. I see, look, I can't remember not getting views on a video because I haven't uploaded a video in so long. No, okay, so we'll take my second channel as like an example because that's the only thing I've really uploaded to in recent times. But they've all been stream highlights, so conversations we've had on stream. And there's the conversations that have nothing to do with Jack that I've uploaded on there, I feel like are genuinely interesting. And I wish they would have more than 69 views. There's 2 videos on there that have 69 views, and they just get very little engagement. Which kind of disheartens me a little bit, because I feel like I'm giving some pretty... I feel like I'm getting some pretty, like, on-point analysis of, like, just general gaming stuff. You know, it's not like video essay level in terms of language used or, like, complexity of my analysis or whatever. But I feel like I do have something worth saying in those stream highlights. So I do kind of wish those got more views, but it's like, at the same time, I put very little effort into those uploads, so I can't really be too discouraged. If I actually wanted those views to be heard and like get engagement, I would make an actual video essay out of those conversations, but I'm too lazy to do so. But when it comes to main channel stuff, if I feel like I have made something worthwhile, I feel like see, I'm not sure. I feel like at this point in my channel, well, you know, it could be different now that I haven't uploaded in a year. My channel's basically dead. But I feel like as long as the video's high quality, I will see a good amount of views. The Klonoa video, which was my last video I uploaded, was a high quality video essay. And while it didn't reach the soaring highs that the previous high effort video that I uploaded, which was my Jack and Daxter Iceberg, you know, the highest viewed video on my whole channel, it didn't reach those highs, but considering that Klonoa is not a series that has anything to do with Jack, it's not what my audience is like primarily built upon, it still received like a decent number of views, and I'm proud of that. But even if it didn't, so the thing I was trying to say was like, because of that, I feel like I could make a high quality video on maybe almost any topic, and I think it would get like a decent amount of views. Not like anything crazy, but like, look, I consider like cracking 1,000 views like decent for me, because I am a small channel. But given all that, like despite all that, I feel like for me personally, if I've put in a lot of effort and it's something that I'm proud of, I would be like a tad discouraged if it got very little views, but at the same time, I'm more proud of like the end product sort of thing. So, but that's just me. I've been at this for a very long time, and I have like a not insignificant following, you know, like 7,000 people. You know, it's small in the grand scale of YouTube, but like it's a decent amount of people, you know. But as like a small creator, like a very beginning creator, I don't think little views should discourage you at all, because when you're just getting started, every video is like your practice, you know, like you should expect small views, and honestly you should probably be okay with you should be okay with small views, but also considering that like these first videos you're doing is practice, you should probably be happy with small views, because later down the line, if you keep at it and you do get good at making videos, you're going to look back at those old videos and be like, man, I'm glad not many people saw those. Which is why about half my channel is unlisted, because I made them all when I was like 16 and under. And they're all extremely bad. Well, that was a lot. Zeke always has thought out and correct gaming takes. Thank you. I think so too. Of course I would. They're my opinions. I remember... Yes, I rewatched that one, Yeshwant, recently. Oh my god. Just like peak teenage edge, you know? Like, you think you're saying something really deep and profound, but you're just spewing shit. Like... It's just this one line I say, and it just cracks me the fuck up, because it's like, you're so cute. Shut the fuck up. Like, oh my god. How does it feel? No, I find solace in the... I don't know. It's pretty funny, actually. I find that kind of cool that, like... I don't know, you rediscovered my channel and are still here, and like, now you're a good friend. You know, I think that's pretty funny. I think that's really funny. For me, I don't need to post things for me per se, so it's disheartening when people don't care. Cause like, what's the point of putting something out there if people don't care? If it's just for me, I can just write it down somewhere. Yeah, I get that as well. So like, that's like for YouTube. Like, if I was to like talk about music, which is another thing that like I've done in the past and would like to do, in the future. Writing primarily, like music primarily, is like for me because I enjoy the process. And I think every musician should feel that way about writing music. At the same time though, it's like, you don't write music for it not to be listened to, you know? So it can be disheartening to put in all that effort and just like, no one listens to it, you know? So I do get that. But when it comes to YouTube, for me, I don't have nearly as much an emotional investment in the project as I do with music. So for me, if I feel like I have made a very strongly written piece of work and the video is very high quality and everything, I'm proud of the work itself. And yeah, so that's just me though. Everyone's different. I very much value the quality of the writing above everything else. So if I feel like I've done a good job in writing, I'll be happy no matter what. Which is why this Boggy Swamp video is taking so fucking long, because I am, for once, I'm being like completely perfectionist about it. Which is why I haven't even like looked at the script in months, because I'm just too scared to even attempt starting it. But I keep putting everything off until I get my ADHD meds, but like legitimately, like that is something I want to do. I want to really work on this while I have the time off from school after I get my meds, so I can actually sit down and work on it. I hope to get the script done within the next however many months it is until school's back, which is what, March? What's that? 6 months. Ugh. Ooh, maybe that's optimistic. I have such a skewed idea of like what a reasonable amount of time to make a video is, because I've just been working, I've just had this on the back burner for so long. I'm just like, man, you guys can like make a video in a month? That's like fucking crazy. Who can do that? I'm so bad. Jack's in my chat. Hell yeah. I remember once you said you want to be more like Mystic, where Jack is your mascot, but you make plenty of topics unrelated to it. Yeah, I respect that a lot about Mystic. Well, not necessarily respect. I just like that about Mystic, because it's like, he was never a Jack YouTuber, but I love the fact that like Jack is still like a big part of like his channel and branding, and like he'll bring it up whenever he can, sort of thing. I kind of wanted to be, see, my priorities have kind of shifted a lot lately. I'm not, I want a YouTube to be like my career sort of thing, because like I liked creating, I like doing online content sort of stuff, but I don't really know anymore. I kind of just want to make YouTube videos for the sake of it. Which is why like I've come to terms with the fact that my channel is essentially dead at the moment. Like I've been bleeding subscribers for like over a year because I just haven't released any content. Whoops. But I don't care, because I want this Boggy Swamp video to be as perfect as I can make it. I'm much more concerned with the quality of my work, so I am okay with waiting, which is not the best thing to do if you want to Oh, Jack's in my chat. Hey. I am thinking of the right Jack, right? Like Jack as in the guy I was spending some time in the stream with like a few hours ago, right? Or maybe I just said that and then I've just confused everyone here, including the person I'm talking to. Yes? Okay. Yeah, how goes it, man? Good to see you. I'll try and remember that's you, because like, you know, being a Jack channel, I have a lot of people with Jack related accounts. Separating the artistic reception. Fuck, I can't read. Artistic process from its reception is important. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if it's worth continuing creating when you have a dead channel and when you transition into something that everyone doesn't like. Are you talking? Wait. Is it because I said like I have a dead channel and I was planning on doing a video that no one's gonna watch? See, again, for me personally, I'm at the point where I am not really concerned with like how well my channel does, or like how many views I get, or how much money I make off it. I'm primarily concerned with the quality of my work. And of course I would love people to see it and like appreciate it and have my voice heard and my message heard and everything like that. But it's just where I'm at the moment. I'm just much more concerned. I'm just much more concerned with the quality of my work. That's what I care about at the moment. But if your like channel is like, see, I don't know your circumstances personally, but like if your channel is like small, I would literally just I would do whatever the hell you want, as long as it makes you happy. I would try and disconnect your worth, your feeling of your self-worth as a creator, and as a person from how many views you get, because that's something that people kind of get wrapped up in. To be honest, nowadays when I think your channel, I tend to associate it more with streams. But yeah, and that's something I didn't want to happen, but that's just where we're at the moment, because I suck so bad. See, I didn't want to be a streamer. I still want to be a video essayist because that's the content I enjoy making and I enjoy watching, you know? Like, it's like I watch like really well-crafted video essays, and I'm just filled with so much respect for like the craft, and I want to do that as well because I feel like I have interesting things to say and I would like to say them. I just suck at doing things. Oh, Daddy, how we doing, man? My soul is more empty than JFK's. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I feel that. I hope things are going okay, man. I'm always here for you if you ever want to just chat, you know. But it's good to see you, man. Like 70 years, yeah. If your channel is dead, starting with something new shouldn't be terrible, since you'll be able to build a new audience. However, you could be alienating older viewers. But if you're not even making content at all, then it wouldn't be making content for them anyway. I mean, for me, when I said that I'll be making a video that no one's gonna watch, it's gonna be a one-off, possibly a two-off. I have this video idea I'm definitely doing, and then I have an idea that I could do after that, but I could just like put that on the second channel. But like this is completely one-off. I don't see myself ever doing a video like this again. So yeah, I don't know. I like there was a point where I did want to transition to being like a video essayist, you know, like just like a video essayist, like video games, just generally, not just Jack and Daxter or platformers or whatever. And you know, I probably could still do that. I feel like, you know, given enough time, I could crank out some really high quality video essays about just anything. I just don't feel like I'm there right now, and I don't really feel like doing that. Like my number one priority at the moment is I just want to get this Boggy Swamp video done, and then I'll be happy. Then my life will be okay. It's the only thing I really care about at the moment. Once I get that done in this other video project that I've got, like I've started doing like a bit of the research for it, but not like a whole lot of progress. I haven't written a single word on a script or anything. It's just I know vaguely what I'm going to write about. But once these two videos are done, I don't really know what I'm going to do with my channel. Yeah, it's all just kind of up in the air at the moment. I don't really care about putting too much thought into it until I get this Boggy Swamp video done. Until then, it's just like it's whatever. I have a channel that I forget about sometimes. That's why I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. It's been fun though. I've been playing a lot of video games. You guys played Quantum Break? That game's pretty okay. What about Control? That game is fucking based. Can't wait for Alan Wake 2.
Hello?
Does my 9 to 5 provide me any satisfaction? If so, then you don't have to live off YouTube. You can make good content and be happy. You never sold out or got desperate. Well, I'll tell you what my 9 to 5 was. Yesterday. My 9 to 5 was I was asleep at 9 in the morning. And I was asleep at 5 p.m. Because the past 2 days, I went to bed at 7 in the morning and woke up at 11 p.m. I am fucked. Like, legitimately. But for real, though, I don't have a job. I have been studying full time for a year. So I haven't worked in it like a number of years actually. I've just been a fucking, yeah. Don't tell anyone. But like honestly, when it comes to like the selling out and stuff, it's actually something that like I have thought about a lot. It's like, you know, I had a friend who like got like a fucking Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, and like one singular sponsorship, not even in like a video, it was on stream, and he was able to fucking buy a PS5 with that. You know, like it was like 800 Australian dollars for like a single sponsorship. It's like fucking hell. What I could do with that is spend it on video games and record and vinyl records. You know, I could buy a lot of crap I don't need, but like honestly, like I value like the artistic integrity of my work a lot. So, and you know, I'm kind of a radical, edgy person, you know, like very anti-capitalist. So like, I don't even want to be like a, hey, here's this fucking product, go buy, you know, like I don't want to be a fucking a shill, you know. Like I have full sympathy for like all creatives that do sponsorships to like pay the bills. I have no resentment towards them. I totally understand. This is me personally. I find it fucking gross and I wouldn't want to do it. So like, you know, regardless of everything, even if I was like doing YouTube primarily for my job, I still wouldn't want to really do sponsorships and stuff like that. So that's just my personal stance on it. I don't disparage anyone who does it, because you know I totally get it. If you ever did want a 9 to 5, I guess you could work as a translator. You know, like I've kind of thought about it. Hey, like, you know, I am going into this degree studying Japanese just because I want to do it, not really having any like plans in mind for a career or whatever. But it's like, you know, you also got to think about, well, what could you do with this? And you know, like translator, like I guess, but it's like I could just do that for fun in my free time, like just work as like a, because you know, stuff like manga and video games, if I wanted to translate those, it's not exactly legal. But then again, I could get a legal translating job. That could be cool. You know, who knows? I don't know, maybe. Zeke working at 9. Yeah, exactly. I'm flicking back and forth between watching this stream and Toy Story. Based. I have 1.72k on my channel, but when I had personal things happen, I stopped for a while there. And I just feel like it's not worth continuing after my change. I would encourage you, if it's something that you want to do, to keep on doing it for as long as you feel like it, as long as you find it fulfilling. At such a small channel, I would advise you not to find that discouraging. Like, I know it can, because like you feel like you've built something and then, but trust me when I say, like, you know, being a YouTuber is like a constant uphill challenge, and you have like comparatively a very small channel. I would advise not to get too discouraged with it and just keep on, you know. Just try your best, you know. There was a number of times in my channel where it really sucked, because like, and I noticed a pattern. I would upload a video that would do like really well, but it came at a time in my life where like that was the last video, and I knew it was the last video I was going to work on for a while. And then it's like, well, I uploaded this video and it's doing super well, my channel's really popping off, but now I just like, I can't capitalize on that. And it's happened multiple times. So, you know, sometimes just life gets in the way and you can't really help it a lot of the time. So I would just advise to just keep on, just keep on doing it as long as you're finding it fulfilling. the video, my life is boggy, like a swamp. It's a boggy swamp. Oh, it's so good. Personally, I want to transition to make a video once in a blue moon kind of YouTuber, since I don't think YouTube is something I want to make a schedule around. YouTube is also not something I want to make a job out of. I want to be that kind of YouTuber as well, like your H Bomber guys or your Quinton reviews. You make a video, like one big video, once every like 9 to 12 months, and then it just like, and it just does well every time, you know? I'd love to do that. And like, I'll upload this Boggy Swamp video after like years of not uploading anything. And then it's like a really big video, a lot of high effort, and they'll be like, oh man, they've just been at this for all this time, and that's why we haven't gotten it. And I'll just be thinking like, I hope that's what they're thinking. Because in reality, I put like, you know, 100 hours of work into it in the past 3 days. You know what I mean? It's just like, Jesus. I'm just like that. I will procrastinate until the world ends, and then I'll put in my entire being into a project over a very small amount of time, burn myself out completely, and then never work again. You know, that's my life. Like seriously, since Jack Month, I've barely like done anything. Jack Month, like the iceberg video was the hardest and longest I'd ever worked on a video in like my whole fucking life. It's the longest video I've ever made. It's the most amount of time I've ever put into a video. Working like literal 12-hour days for like weeks because like I had a deadline and I needed to hit this deadline. And yeah, I don't know why I brought that up now. I kind of forgot, but yeah, that happened, and it's a good video. I like it. That's just kind of how I work. I just won't work for ages and then work a lot at once. Hopefully, when I get my ADHD meds, I can be a normal human. You know. But in the meantime, I'll keep replaying this one Jumpy Wahoo game that I've played 3 billion times. Oh, this game's so good. Also, Jack, if you're still here, I kind of went back and watched your episode on the Jack fan theories, because like I haven't watched it in years and it's kind of like really nostalgic. I just thought that'd be funny to bring up. Like that was like my favorite Xenobite fan theory video back when I was like, you know, 14, 15. Takes some people nearly a decade to build YouTube into a career. Yeah, exactly. Like everyone's like YouTube journey is completely different, you know. Except I'd mainly not be making analysis type videos, to be honest. Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Side note, Jack 2 has some really good enemies, but I absolutely hate the flying things in this mission. They appear in the volcano in 3, and they're just annoying to deal with. Yeah, man, I wonder what a Jack game would look like if they just added like a fuck ton more different kinds of flying enemies. Wonder what that game would be like. So Jumpy Wahoo game is a good substitute for mental health care. Got it. Absolutely. I am a professional. You should listen to me. That was fucking... I didn't mean to do that. I managed to kill all of them though. That was weird. We're doing Deathless? Do I play this game any other way? I mean, that's why we're playing on PS2. I could just play Open Goal if I just wanted to play Jack 2. So it's a yes until stated otherwise. Pretty much. If I'm playing Jack 2 on PS2, then yeah, it's Deathless. Didn't mean to let them overwhelm me like this. Hi, gang. Man, I totally just like talk for like an hour straight, and now I'm just completely silent. And so is everyone else. Cool. Prefer brainworms to tapeworms? I mean, if I had a choice, I suppose. My uncle is a tapeworm who works at Naughty Dog. Hell yeah. Hey, Soitsu. What if I upload any game I choose, even if it's just a whole series of... Would that be okay? Should I switch it up to other game videos? Do whatever makes you happy. Yeah, I think for a small creator, that's about the best advice I could give. Oh man, my neck is absolutely killing me because I went to see my brother's band play the other night, and my mate's band was also playing, and I was really getting into it, and there was this one song we just started like moshing together and like headbanging like really violently, and now my neck is absolutely killing me. So now I'm playing a game and I'm kind of slouching a bit. It's like, oh fuck, oh that hurts. You know what else fucking hurts? I was in a call with Yeshwan the other night, and I was yawning. I yawned, and the right side of my jaw just had the crunchiest fucking crack. And then about 5 minutes later, it happened again, and now I have trouble eating and doing anything with my mouth. And yawning. Now yawning hurts, and and I'm tired. I'm always tired. It's like I couldn't even eat my fucking Wheat Bix without being in pain. Well, my bad. Yeah, it's entirely your fault. I wouldn't have been yawning if it wasn't for your boring conversation. No, I'm joking. I love you. Last time I was here was during Doom 3 Live. Yeah, I gotta get back to that super bad. Hey, look, it's coming up in October, right? And it's like spooky month, and it's like I wanted to do like a specific thing for Halloween last year, but I couldn't because I was studying. But I'm not studying this year, so like we could play some spooky games. I could finish Doom 3. I could play the game I was planning on playing. Could do a lot of cool shit. I have like a bunch of indie horror games that I need to play, so like we could play a bunch of those. Damn, it'd be cool as hell. And you know what? Alan Wake 2 comes out at the end of the month. And I'm going to be playing that on my own. Fuck you guys, I'm not streaming that. But I'm very excited.
Let's bring the money back to crew.
I just have so much I want to share with the world, but I just don't know if sharing the same game over and over again until that series is finished is okay, or should I just upload one and change it? It's entirely up to you. Experiment. Try one then the other. See what you think works best for you. You're not gonna know like how anything works out until you just try it. So I would recommend doing that. My knees got fricked up while jumping at a concert in August. Now I feel extra old. Oh man, you know. So I'm a drummer, right? Drums are loud, in case you didn't know. And when I was like, you know, in high school, I would listen to a lot of loud music, but I'd also be drumming with people. And drums are very loud. I play very loud. I hit very hard. I play loud, like loud types of music, like punk rock and like I used to play a lot of like Nirvana and Foo Fighters and stuff. And so my ears took quite a beating in high school, but I didn't feel the effects of it, right? I was like, nah, it's fine, I'm okay. But nowadays, if I sit behind a kit and I go to play, it is agonizing unless I have some form of hearing protection. Like even something as basic as just like having my earphones in with like nothing playing in them. Just that little barrier between me and the kit goes like such a long way. And it's like, fuck man, I'm so old. I'm so old. And I really actually got to invest in some like proper hearing protection when I go to concerts and shit. Cause like I didn't know this, but did you know like how your hearing works? Like there's like little hairs inside your ears. And like when those vibrate, like they receive like noise, that's how like it sends signals to your brain. I'm probably simplifying this a lot. I'm probably wrong in some aspects, but that's like the general gist of how I understand it. And it's like damage to those hairs causes them to die. And they never regrow, ever. So it's like, fuck. I like listening to music. I don't want to ever not do that. I should probably take some precautions. And I just haven't yet. Because I'm stupid and gay, okay? So I gotta look into that. Yeah, I gotta get some like... Because like, you know, you can get like the cheap and nasty little styrofoam things that they just hand out at some concerts. But like there's like proper ones you can get that I need to look into. So yeah.
Sweeping for suspects.
You could play this one spooky game about devils that, that start crying for. Yeah. I gotta play Ninja Gaiden 2. For me, the most horror game in my life is Prey. Yeah, I've heard that one's really cool. Ninja Gaiden, true. I remember one time my friend's band was playing at a house party and I stood right next to the speaker the whole night. Couldn't hear anything out of my left ear for 2 days. Yeah, I stood right next to the PA as well. Because the setup in that place, that like I've been to that venue before and usually it's fine. but they had a fucking like a whole ass couch and a bunch of like seats there, like, and it's like a tiny, like, it's a tiny little area. So like, it was really stupid the way it was set up. So I stood like right at the front, like right next to the PA, so I wasn't in anyone's way or whatever. And yeah, it was just really lame. So I'm not being optimal with my health packs here. And this is a mission where I tend to die quite a bit. I know there's the eardrum that paired with a small bone that helps hearing. Having punctures in your ear or having a build off of earwax, dead skin, all affect hearing. Don't know much about biology though. Yeah, I'm the same. I just remember watching a video by like a music guy who like went over all of this and like the importance of earplugs and stuff. And it was definitely scared me enough to start considering it, you know. Oh no, I need that as well. It's always, I always forget which one it is.
Here they come. I got it. Let's get 'em. Payback's a bitch, and I'm
Cool. That wasn't too bad. Could have been better. By the way, I finished my Goodreads goal of 12 books this year, and I just started this Junji Ito manga adaptation of a really fucked up novel. Oh, hell yeah, nice. I would love to read more books. like seriously, it's become that thing where it's just like, oh yeah, I'll do this once I get my ADHD meds and I'm like treated. It's like everything now. It's just like, oh man, everything, my life's gonna be so much better when like I treat this illness. I'll do everything I want to do, including leisure activities like reading and watching anime. I have a book I started in April and stopped caring. For me, it's like I don't stop caring. It's just I stop finding the motivation and it sucks. Like I was literally like in my manga app the other day and just looking at it, like looking at all these series that I want to start reading, or ones that I'm currently reading that I want to catch up on. And it's just like, fuck, man. Oh, I've got no drive to click on a single one of these. Jack and Daxter game on Steam Deck is amazing. I'm addicted. Yeah, I don't have a Steam Deck, but I'd imagine that's pretty sick. I have played them on the Vita though, so that's something, right? I wouldn't be surprised if someone uses OpenGoal to make better Vita ports than the ones we got. I would be, because OpenGoal only supports x86 architecture, and mobile sort of devices like mobile phones, the Switch, and the Vita are ARM systems. So you'd pretty much have to do the whole thing over again. As far as I'm aware, that's my understanding of it. Like, yeah. Would be nice though. Look, my ultimate dream for me is to be able to like finish our like Jack projects. And then, like, look, this will never happen, but it'd be really sick if we could somehow get it to work on a PS2. That'd never happen. But, the way I would want to do it is, like, we'd finish our projects and I'd have, like, these cool-ass mock PS2 cases and then play it on a CRT. That'd be so sick. I'd love to do that. Emulation is so much better for these games than it used to be. PCSX2 emulation of Jack and Daxter games, 4K 60 FPS, modern graphics cards, perfect now. Yeah, I don't know. I have like a good rig, and I still struggle emulating Jack 2 and 3. I haven't really delved much into the settings though, so I really got it. I mean, I did at one point. I just haven't done it since updating PCSX2. I don't know. I mean, I just play Jack 2 on OpenGoal now. Even though it's like not finished, it's like it's good enough. But Jack 3 though, I still because like I'll play in software mode, so there's no visual glitches and it runs like crap. But then I'll play in hardware mode, and there's a bunch of visual glitches. So yeah. Oh, hey, Ornark. How we doing? I see massive slowdown with 2 and 3, and I have a Threadripper 1900X and a 3060 Ti. I used a 4090 and i9 1300K, and the fan doesn't even spin on the graphics card. We're playing 60 FPS for Jesus Christ. I have a what is that, a Ryzen 5700X and a 3070. So, you know, nothing to scoff at, but nothing like, you know, it's not the top of the toppest end, you know. I really feel like I just need to play around with settings. I just can't be bothered. Are these metalheads in the wasteland? That's not a... Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh, Blue, how we doing, man? I find emulation to be a mixed bag. I think anything pre-PS2, it's pretty straightforward. PS2 onwards, though, it's like... It really is hardware dependent. And how willing you are to fiddle with software. Just hit a milestone today. Oh, was that 20k followers on TikTok or something? I think I saw that. Yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Congrats.
Hidden around, or get some to a difficult task. You'll be able to buy stuff with them.
ADHD makes it really hard to make commitments when faced with a lot of choices, so yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I've even... Well... When I did have my bookcase and all my manga set up and everything, I had series that I was in the middle of reading and wanted to continue reading, and a bunch of series that I was really excited about reading, and I just never did. Do I like Hunter x Hunter? I haven't read it or watched it, but it's on the list. I've heard it's really good. I have engaged in very little mainstream shonen stuff. The only one I've really like watched all the way through is the original Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't watched One Piece or Dragon Ball or anything like that. Though I do plan on reading One Piece. For me, One Piece is the most overrated comic book in the world, and I find it very suspect whenever anyone says anything like that, so... damn it. Don't watch much anime. I remember seeing Parasite the Maximum, that was okay. Yeah, I like Parasite. That was a pretty cool one. How's everything been? Oh, it's a bit how you going. Oh, we haven't spoken in a while. I dropped out of uni for the rest of this semester. Because I got diagnosed with ADHD and I kind of wanted to just like deal with that. Because I was already struggling a lot with school, so I'll go back next semester. Yeah, I've been alright. I've been playing a lot of video games. Caught up with all of Remedy Entertainment's catalog. So now I can play Alan Wake 2 when it comes out. I'm very hyped for that. What's the plan with the ADHD? I went to my doctor and she made an application so I could get medication for it. And from what I've been told, it takes there's like a bit of a process, or it just takes some adjusting to like the medication and stuff like that. So I want to be fully adjusted to that before like I go back to school, and so like I can just give school my 100% instead of like the 20% I've been giving the past like this whole year, you know. Because yeah, like at the point that I was at this semester, there was no way I was gonna pass. So, oh my god, I'm so bad. There we go. I mean, I've also been spending a lot of time talking with the boys about our Jack 3 rewrite, so that's been pretty fun. Oh yeah, I totally understand that, Dadey. That really fucking sucks. I would say it's probably best to try and just like deal with everything you're going through at the moment before you worry about that. But I also know that it's like, you know, that's another thing you gotta like try and deal with, you know, so. What about that one book in another language? Book? I was studying Japanese. That's the course I was failing. So, yeah. Since the Jack 3 rewrite still won't have crew, it can't be as good as Jack 2 though. I know. I'll never expect the I'll never expect to make a game better than Jack 2 because Jack 2 is perfect, so. Oh, the Jack Naughty Dog book? Oh, look, I don't know French, so the what was going on with that was like I had a few people in like a Discord group chat who like was like, hey, I'll help you like translate it. So I took a bunch of pictures of all the pages and sent it to them, and they translated maybe 2 chapters, but this was years ago, and there hasn't been any progress like since, you know. There's not much I can really do about it because I don't know French, so. My main problem with One Piece is it tries to be goofy and serious at the same time without really committing to the serious part well, and it takes all bad tropes of shonen manga and abuses them. I mean, like, Jack 2 is like serious and goofy. That's kind of its identity. I don't think there's anything wrong with like straddling the line. But also, is it really like adhering to shonen tropes if it's like one of the oldest ones, you know? I don't know, I still haven't even watched or read it. I just hold on. Cleaned and made pot stickers. I'm sure that's something really cool, so I'm happy for you. I don't know, I just get suspect when I hear like, you know, this universally beloved thing and someone's like, oh yeah, it's like like just the term overrated I just can't stand. Like I can understand if someone doesn't gel with it or doesn't like it, that's completely fine. It's just I often find with like the really high, well-regarded stuff, there's always like a small subsect of people who, I don't know, I'm not ascribing this to you because I don't know. I'm just saying that I just find a trend with a lot of things. A lot of people try to feel like make themselves look like they're above it all, like they're smarter than all these like casuals who enjoy this popular thing. So I'm always just suspect whenever someone uses the term overrated. But again, like, I try and... I still haven't, like, watched or read One Piece, and I do plan to. And I try and go into everything I consume, like, completely blind and completely open-minded. I try not to let public opinion sway how I feel about something. In an ideal world, I wish I didn't know anything about One Piece, including its reception, so I could just go into it without any preconceived notions, but that's not really the world we live in, so... 1,000 episodes, I would rather die. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I get it, but it's also just like... once you start it, it's like, it's just a thing you do, right? Look, like, however many episodes of Adventure Time there is, that's a lot. For me, who's used to watching 12-episode animes, you know? So... And I don't plan on watching it, I plan on reading it. So, 284. Yeah, that's a lot of episodes. What genres of anime do I like? Trash. It's all trash. Look, you can go onto my anime my anime list account. Yeah. Reading would definitely be faster, but I'm a slow reader. That's the thing. So it'll probably take longer. But yeah. Whoa, do you see that flash of red? Damn. Fucking idiot. Is that unmissable? No, it wasn't. Oh, fuck. There are some IP games that I feel are only as beloved as they are because of name recognition. Like Mario ain't bad, but I think it's an example of name recognition carrying it. I mean, like, maybe carrying some games, but there's a reason that things become popular and have name recognition. Like, if all of the Mario games were, like, bad from the start, like, it doesn't matter how good the branding was, it wouldn't be popular, you know? Like, does Nintendo make a lot of, like, subpar games, but sell it anyway because they know it'll sell because it's Mario? Yes. Are there good Mario games? Yes. Like, that's two things can simultaneously be true. Keep forgetting. I mean, I wasn't arguing that, but to be honest, I was arguing games being beloved due to ties to other beloved games. See, I don't think that ever happens. If a game in a beloved series is subpar, I think there's obviously like a subsect of fans who will like defend it regardless, just because it is part of that series. But I think general public opinion will sway towards like, no, this game is subpar. Like I don't know. I never see like. Yeah, I don't know.
Access granted.
Like with all things, literally everything does happen. Like, are there people who defend bad games because it's part of a main series? Yes. Is this like the general thing that happens most of the time? I really don't think so. Yeah. I've heard way too much defense of Moo. Guessing that's Super Meat Boy. I don't know. I don't even engage with that fandom. You're right, but I consider it the most overrated because the most sold comic book in the world, and talking bad of it is kind of a guilty pleasure for me because I like the debate. Don't want to act superior. I don't know. I just feel like there's always that tendency of people to like posture themselves as like the, oh yeah, I'm above liking this casual crap. And again, I'm not saying you are. I'm not even here to debate. I haven't watched One Piece, but you know. I like good, honest conversations about art that have nothing to do with like trying to act as if you have superior taste. Actually, this is something that triggers the fuck out of me when it. Oh, Super Mario Bros. Sorry, I thought you meant Super Meat Boy. This is something that triggers the fuck out of me when it comes to like the anime community. Just this obsession with like good taste, you know? It's just like I just feel like anime fans are like decades behind in terms of like quality of discourse compared to like the video game community. And the video game community is fucking shite. So that's saying something. You know, it's just I wish people would just like be upfront about what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy, and don't try and act like it's a dick measuring contest, you know? You don't have to scream at me, Celia. It's okay. Good night.
This is where I get off. Stop the vehicle!
Nope, 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 nope. Stop the vehicle. Damn Americans.
Try, man, try. Right, let's go.
The operation was a success. All underground members are safe. Come back to the hideout. I have a new mission for you while we wait for this alert to blow over.
I've got suspicious activity in this sector. This is a no-hover zone. Nothing so far. As you all know,
I saw a video of someone. Oh, man, you know it's really fun. Sorry, it's really funny when I haven't talked in a while. Then I talk, and I was like, "Fuck, that was so loud." Saw a video of someone labeling what they think is the most impactful game of each year, and chose DK Country over Super Metroid. DK Country is good, but Super Metroid was main inspiration for entire genre. I feel like topics like that, there's no way to really accurately quantify anything like that. Like, how do you engage, like, impact, you know? Like, popularity doesn't necessarily mean impact, you know what I mean? Like, I saw this video where it was like, you know, this game is your favorite game developer's favorite game, and you know what game it was? It was Eco. And that game, like, is like a very, like, influential and profound, like, video game. It's like a very, very good game, but like it's not like a huge, super popular, mega successful pop culture icon, you know. But like it it's definitely had like a lot of impact on individual developers and how that shaped their perception. So it's like, how do we measure impact? Do we measure impact as something that like influenced the market of video games? What kinds of experiences became popular? Or do we measure impact by how many people, individuals, were touched on such a level that it shaped their view of the world and of the medium, and those people went on to create video games, and took that influence with them. You know what I mean? That's like impossible to quantify. So I think it's kind of futile to even attempt making a video topic like that. I think popularity, longevity, and how much it changed the industry are all important factors. Like Smash Bros. Melee is a strong example of longevity. See, I don't know. I think it's a topic that is like... I think it's one of those topics where trying to give an answer, it's like you've already failed. You know what I mean? Like, you can't give an answer. So, I think it's like something interesting to like ponder over. But I don't think anyone should be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, what's that word? It's like that that character trait where you like think you're like smarter than everyone else. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Man. Pretentious, that's it. Yeah. I don't think you should be pretentious enough to try and claim that you have an answer to like questions that just can't be answered. Arrogant, no, that's it. Arrogant, yeah. Like to give an example of like GTA 3. GTA 3 is a game that like changed the market of video games. It changed like had a cultural impact. But like in terms of creators that it influenced, the lives it changed, what's the impact there? How many video games exist today because of GTA's impact on sales compared to like how it impacted the developers of tomorrow? You know what I mean? I think that's probably a more important question in terms of impact, but it's also one that is just like it's impossible to quantify. You can't give an answer to that. Well, it was a question on games, not gamers, and developers of tomorrow leads into inspiration.
Let's go back to the city.
I'm not talking. No. I'm not talking about gamers. Because I'm talking about impact, and impact is like means like everything, right? For me, I think it's a much more interesting question to think about the impact that it had on the industry based on like the developer, like the people who would go on to be developers, and how the games influenced their ways of thinking and their outlook on the world and of the video game medium.
Seal off the area.
Finally, now we get to see the shadow. What do you gotta do around this place to get noticed?
This area is open.
Last of Us also wasn't mentioned, strangely. Why, if it was doing it by year, what was instead of The Last of Us? What even came out 2013? I hate top lists that pretend to be an authority in all things in the medium and just picks the most popular thing to yeah, shaking up the industry I don't think is a good metric for like impact or influence. I think it's completely like independent, you know? I think it's mutually exclusive. Sometimes they overlap, but I don't think that's a given. GTA 5? I mean... Again, when it comes to this whole impact thing, I think it's a stupid argument to even have. But I can understand someone picking GTA 5 over The Last of Us in, like, different contexts. You know, GTA 5 is, like, the second highest selling game of all time. Something ridiculous like that. Ugh. Yeah, like GTA 3 was an influential game, but San Andreas was the best example of that type of game and much more fun to play in GTA 3. I mean, like, I think that's kind of irrelevant when it comes to, like, impact on the industry. Like, sure, San Andreas may have been, like, the better game technically, but San Andreas wasn't the game that ushered in, like, a huge cultural shift in video games, you know? And how they were perceived to the public. San Andreas just happens to be the more, I guess, like, well-rounded and polished experience.
Use your jet boy.
Yeah. Whoa.
Can I go on a tangent for a bit? It's semi-related, right? This is sort of a topic I've been thinking about for a while now. I remember watching a video by Tim Rogers, who's someone I like deeply respect. I think he's like one of the best creators on the platform. When he was still working at Kotaku, he made a video, like his top 20, I think, games of 2019. And at the end of the video, he was kind of saying, like, you know, at the end of the day, none of these matter. Are we going to be talking about, like, any of these games in 20 years from now? Like, he's like, I don't think any of these games are, like, greatest of all time sort of thing. And it was just like, oh, man. What do I think is, like, a greatest of all time? What game do I think is, like, worthy of being, like, put on a list of, like, some of the best games ever made, like, examples of excellence in this medium, in this art form? And that's something I've been thinking about, like, ever since. Like, it kind of just shifted my way of thinking about, like, about how discourse is shaped around video games and stuff. So it's like, when I see, like, everyone this year talking about, like, man, this is one of the greatest years ever in gaming, I look at the games that have come out, and while I haven't played, like, many of them, I stop and think like, man, are any of these like pushing the medium forward in any way? Are any of these artistically interesting to be like remembered 20 years from now? You know what I mean? Like, obviously the game hasn't come out yet, so I can't really speak to its quality. None of us can. But I don't really know if we're going to be talking about Spider-Man 2 20 years from now as like a greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Like, judging from how the previous game and its DLC sort of game was, they're kind of just like good games. You know? That's kind of it. They just happen to be tied to a license that hasn't really had any good games like ever. So them being good kind of stands out. And the character and this like universe is like kind of inherently fun. I will say though, in that Tim Rogers video, his #1 game of 2019 was Control. But then when he went on this rant about like none of these games will be remembered in 20 years, he's like, but if we're talking about Control with all the DLCs, might have to bump that up into that list. And I'm just like, now that I've played it, it's just like, fuck yeah. I don't know, it's just it's something I've thought a lot about. And I don't think there's any like, for me, I don't think there's any like hard lines on any of this. There's no like, oh yeah, it needs, alright, a game has to meet these exact criteria, this and this laid out to like be qualified as a greatest of all time. For me, it's more of a vibes thing. If I think that a game has done something artistically interesting enough, I would consider it like a greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of like quality, you know, I think, you know, there's some games that I would consider like greatest of all time that are like jank as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, not very polished experiences. Quality isn't necessarily like a factor in this for me. Neither is like popularity or sales or cultural relevance or anything like that.
Re-entering city.
Seal out the area.
What I'm saying is that impact does not equate to enjoyment and quality. Yeah, I kind of just said that too, yeah. Zeke asking us if he wants to go on a tangent when it's literally his friggin' stream. Look, people leave, okay? I really gotta refill my water. I've been getting like really dry mouth. And I just ran out. Ooh. What are Zeke's goats? I don't have like a definitive list. But like I've shared like what my top 10 games are, like, you know, a few times. And I think I've just like subconsciously crafted that list as like what the games that I've played, at least, what I think are some of the greatest of all time. Games that have like stood the test of time. And when I say that, I don't mean like, this camera system's a little outdated, or this gameplay, it feels a bit rough to come back to. I don't mean any bullshit like that. I think thinking like that is stupid. When I say stand the test of time, I mean like we still come back to this experience because it's got something relevant to say about video games or art, or is just like it's something worth remembering, you know? That's what I say when I think has stood the test of time. Hasn't just been lost in the sands of time because it was just throwaway. You know what I mean? So, what are my top 10? Jak 1, Klonoa 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, American McGee's Alice, Doom, Dark Cloud, Ratchet and Clank, Max Payne, Chrono Trigger. Is that 10? The Blob. I think that's 10. Some of those are purely just for my enjoyment. Like Dark Cloud. But I think a lot of those are some of like the greats. Like Chrono Trigger and Doom. Like, dude. Hey there, Ollie. Journey Back is an unspoken assumption. Like, if ever we're talking about best of anything or best Jack, you just need to recognize that I already recognize it's the Journey Back. I just don't explicitly bring it up every time because it's an unspoken assumption. So I talk about the second best. Just saves me breath. Think of Ultra Kill? I think I've got to play it. I have it in my Steam library. I bought it kind of recently, so I haven't deeply thought of what games I think are best games. For me, the way I've sort of... Again, there's no hard lines for me, but the way I have kind of gauged it is if it's a game people still talk about with great reverence. So an obvious one for me is Chrono Trigger. If you're at all interested in JRPGs, it's a game that, like, even today, newcomers and people who played it back in the day, everyone, just look at it with such reverence and be like, it's the GOAT. You know what I mean? It's just that one game where it's just like, no matter who you are, you just recognize, yeah, that's fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Same with Doom. Like, everyone recognizes how much of a fucking great game Doom is. Not just for its influence, but also just like, it's just a great game. You know what I mean? Those are the sorts of games that's just a very basic way I think I've sort of thought about it. I don't think of like, oh yeah, like, did it like influence like this whole subgenre, or like was it like the influence of like this one specific game that went on to be like this mega popular game, you know, like, or like just was it like super popular, did it sell a lot of copies, did blah blah blah. I don't think of anything like that. I think of the games that like I think pushed the medium forward. But like when I say push the medium forward, that's like subjective, you know. That's not something I can really like define concretely, at least not in this context of me live streaming with a dry mouth. Now, having said that, if I was to like, I said Jak 1 is my favorite game, right? But if we're talking about greatest of all time, I would pick Jak 2. Because as much as I love Jak 1, I think Jak 2 was a much more artistically daring and interesting experience. I think Jak 2 has a lot more going on. Even if I think the quality is perhaps a little less of a tight experience than the first game. Or hell, even if I thought, even if Jak 2 remained as is, and I thought it was kind of a crappy game. Gonna load? Thank you. I would hope, even if I didn't like Jak 2 much, I would hope that I would still recognize it as a very daring game and still give it the props that it deserves. I would hope that I would. Yeah.
Vehicle, buddy, we can save you.
Suspect in vehicle. Suspect fleeing sector 1. Suspect in vehicle. Suspect fleeing sector 1.
I'm just gonna fill up my water real quick.
You have the great thing for
Gotcha, the dude.
Oh, sorry. You great guy. Bruder not forget. Bruder pay you back. You see. I've got suspicious activity in the sector. Please advise. Suspect's description.
Hey yo.
Sweeping for suspect.
I do like Celeste. I think it's very good. Very enjoyable experience.
Patrolling sector 9.
Ultra Kill is basically first person DMC. I mean, that's what Doom Eternal essentially is as well. No, I'm looking forward to playing it.
Be advised, I'm on foot.
What am I doing? That's the wrong way.
Sweeping for suspect.
Can't wait to be able to make pretentious rants to everyone here on why MGS2 is actually better than MGS3, but the general public is not big brain enough to understand or enough to appreciate. Look, I'll get to the games eventually.
Alpha. We're en route.
Roll jumping is very suspicious, yes. I do need to play Hotline Miami too, but I only just played the first one not long ago, so it's not like I've been neglecting it for over a year like I did with DMC3. I'll get to it. I do generally, I've noticed this, I do generally like to space out when I play sequels. I hate doing marathons. I used to do them. I can't legally play Hotline Miami 2, that is true. But, yeah, I played the first one a few months ago. I thought it was pretty cool. It's like, I recognize it's like a really well-made game and I really vibe with, like, I love the vibe and everything. But I don't know, it just, it didn't really, like, speak to me in, like, a really, profound way, if you know what I mean. Like, I recognize it's really well made and really good, and I did really enjoy my time with it. It just, wasn't this, like, huge, like, oh. You know what I mean? I don't know.
The area is secure.
But like with all things, I feel my second run through of it is usually better, and I can better formulate thoughts on it.
Nothing to report. Proceeding as planned.
Get the orb. Nope. I am gonna miss the missable orb. This one's for Daymunk. Oh, my sideways jetboard. Hell yeah. How'd that happen? If you do a trick, like if you do like a flippy trick on the jetboard and then get off mid trick, the orientation of, let's see, look, now it's backwards. The orientation of the jetboard will stay like that when you get back on it. But as soon as you do like a trick again, it'll reset to how it's supposed to be. See, look, now it's back to normal. Oh god. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, if people want me to enjoy, like, Hotline Miami, don't, like, tell me anything. Like, even alluding to, like, oh, big lore, that's, like, that's spoilers.
Contamination complete.
Man, I need health. Ugh. Anyone here playing Starfield? You think I want to play a Bethesda game? No, thank you. Where am I going? As an Elder Scrolls and Fallout New Vegas enjoyer, I took that personally, yeah. Look, I recognize that Fallout New Vegas is a really good game, but...
I've got suspicious activity in this sector. This is a no-hover zone.
Low-key worried that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be trash. Yeah, it probably will be. Sorry. Sorry for your loss.
Nothing so far. Welcome to Haven City. All laws are enforced. I've got suspicious activity in this sector. Please advise. Suspect's description.
Just fucking. It's because I'm tired. It's probably your guys' fault. We'll just say that.
Opening outer shield.
I do need full health for next mission, but watch this. Whoa. You know what I really hate? I hate games. That's it. No, I hate games that like try to be like forever games. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, like spend 400 hours playing this, or like a game that is like, you know, the whole appeal is that like it never ends, or like just was always has something to do in it, or is like a fucking free to play or whatever. I despise games like that. I respect games that are just fucking. They're an experience that you like start and you finish and like that's it, you know? Like maybe you can do other shit in it, but it's like I'm sick of like complacency, you know? I You know what my forever, so like a lot of people these days have forever games because everyone's just too fucking exhausted to like actually engage with art. They just like come home from like a busy day at work or school or whatever and just boot up like a fucking like some rounds of Apex or something like that, and they don't do anything else. They just play like everyone has their select one game that they just get like addicted to, and that's it. They don't engage with like actual meaningful art. And you know what mine was for the longest time? It was fucking solitaire. And I don't find that any different to like so many of these other games that just like try to be like these forever games. You just play this one game forever, and it's just, and it's really disheartening, and I fucking hate it. So whenever like a video game is just like, oh yeah, like 600 hours of content, endless like content, it's just like, shut the fuck up, just give me a goddamn video game. Oh, I didn't stream Hotline Miami, no. I tend not to stream games that I haven't played before. Fuck's sake. Hey there, Mind Family. You streamed Agony and Root True for the first time? Yeah, but that was because I was stuck on it. Wait, why are you guys talking about spoilers? I didn't bring up spoilers. I brought up spoilers like half an hour ago. An hour ago. Did I miss something? Martian's Tangent? Maybe I need to scroll up. No, I don't know. Okay, so I think curated 6 to 15 hour games have a place. I think 20 to 100 hour games have a place. And yes, I think forever games like Starfield, in this example, have a place. No, I think it's actually just fucking detrimental to the art form. I'm not specifically talking about Starfield. I'm talking more about game like so many people have these games, you know, like your Minecrafts, your Apex Legends, your Destiny 2s, your fucking League of Legends. These games that like you play so much of, but what are you really getting out of it? You know what I mean? Like the games that you just play because you've got nothing else to do and you just want to fucking... You just don't want to think about how shit your life is, you know? And like, you know, I get it. Everyone's life sucks. But I think we should stop demanding such fucking I think we should stop being so okay with slop, you know? Start trying to have like meaningful engagements and experiences with art, you know? Because seriously, I really don't see a meaningful difference between playing League every night and playing like 7 hours of solitaire. I literally see no difference. Because like are you gonna remember any of that? Is that gonna leave like a lasting impact on your life? Is it gonna speak to you in any way at all, you know? Doesn't make them bad games. No, I think they're actively bad, yes. Not bad as in bad quality. I mean bad as in like metaphysically bad. I think they shouldn't exist. Okay, maybe not. I think they shouldn't exist. I think they should stop being like such a fucking normalized thing of like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. I play one game for like 70 hours a week and no other games, you know? Like, you know how many times like IRL I'll meet someone, oh yeah, I play video games. Oh yeah, sick, what do you play? Oh, you know, I play these 2 online games. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, great. That's the fault of the player more than anything. See, no, it's twofold, right? I keep making hand gestures like the camera's on me, but it's not. Look, I think a lot of the time, it is a player's unwillingness to like get out of their comfort zone and actually engage with art. But at the same time, well, why are they like that? It's because their life fucking sucks and they just want to fucking turn their brain off after a long day of work or school. And these games are so fucking predatory and like and prey on people's not wanting to put in any effort when it comes to playing games, you know. So, oh my god, I hate how you nudge a person and the alarm goes off. It doesn't make any sense. You don't like live service games, I assume? No, I despise them. Live service, gacha, free to play, fucking any of these, I just like it's an immediate red flag. Regardless of the quality, I don't care. Oftentimes because they're extremely predatory with their monetization schemes, but it's also just because I just don't. I look at them with such like little respect as like art, you know. I look at it the same way I look at like annual FIFA releases, you know, like it's there to make money and nothing else. Product. I honestly don't like online games because it's always too competitive when games are supposed to really be about fun and escape from reality. I reject any framing of games are supposed to be about. Like anything like that. Reject it wholeheartedly. Games are not supposed to be about anything. Games are an art form. They can be about whatever. You can make a game that is miserable to play, actively malicious to its player, and I would still champion that as like valid artistic valid artistic statement. There's nothing that a game is supposed to be. Like, games can be competitive and that's fine. I don't have a problem with competitiveness. I don't even have a problem with like playing games online, right? I like when it comes to like so many of like the online games of today, they're all like extremely predatory and stuff. That's what I have the problem with. But like as like a gaming culture, I do think we've gotten to the point where people have just become complacent with like, oh yeah, video games are just this thing I do to turn my brain off, instead of like viewing it as this like medium where I can have like profound artistic experiences with. And I think that's really sad that people have just like, people don't care anymore. And I think as like the gaming community and like as gamers, we should strive to like, you know, have more meaningful engagements with art. Instead of just like, oh yeah, I play a few games of League before bed. Play a few games of Solitaire before bed. I play fucking, what is it, fucking, my friend plays it. What is it called? The stupid fucking gacha anime game. Genshin Impact, you know, just fucking. Games are art, man. We should fucking treat them as such. Look, if you just want to have fun, like, doing something to turn your brain off after work, before you go to bed, do drugs. Like, just fucking stop pretending that, like, you're doing anything but just trying to, like, escape from reality. I hate this whole, yeah, games are meant to be an escape from reality. No, they're fucking not. They're an art form. You can escape into an art form, that's fine. But don't treat video games as your crutch. Get help, or do drugs. Just go all the way. I just read the last thing you read. It said yes, Ron. That was funny.
Leaving city at your own risk.
I don't think games need to be either of those things. Competitiveness can be good depending on the context. Yeah, well, they just said exactly what I think. The turn brain off argument could extend to many art forms. Sure, but I think look, I think when it comes to video games though, there's this weird thing where people do where it's just like they don't treat it as an art form. They treat it purely as something to turn their brain off to escape reality. When people like put on like a movie or a show just to turn their brain off to, everyone recognizes, oh yeah, like it's still an art form. It's just I'm just putting this on in the background so I can like fall asleep, or I can just like, it's just something to have. It's just white noise, you know? That's fine. But people don't like, people do this weird thing with video games as they treat it as this thing. It's like, oh yeah, it's not art. It is my escape. That's all video games are, an escape. And that's really fucked. And again, they just end up using these games as like a crutch for like their miserable lives, you know? And again, I understand, but it's shit. What about wanting to play games for one thing but not another? Like playing a game for the story but not the mechanics? I don't see the relevance of this. I'm talking purely about like, when I say forever games, I'm talking about like games that like you play forever because they're typically always online, maybe competitive, maybe free to play. These are just like typical traits, but they're games that like have like a gameplay loop that's like always updating and is like always got something to work towards, you know? Or even one that's just like inherently repetitive and addicting, like Solitaire.
I want you. Hey, kid, wait! Come back!
We gotta protect him. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Like, I don't think that it's a problem as much if someone picks a traditional game like Jak 2, for example, and makes it their forever game, because the game wasn't trying to be that forever game. Games that try to be forever games are fucking inherently predatory, because they just want to lock you into their system so you keep spending your money there. But again, even if like someone was to like make a traditional game like their forever game, I would still encourage them like, hey, go play something else. There's a whole artistic medium to explore beyond just this one thing you use as a crutch, you know?
Stick with me, kid, and you'll be safe.
Let me ask you this. If someone said, oh yeah, I'm like a film enjoyer, like my passion is films, and and you ask them like what kind of movies they like or how they enjoy their movies, they're like, oh yeah, I just like put one on in the background while I disassociate after work before I go to bed. Oh yeah, I'm passionate about film. You know, because that's how so many gamers treat video games. Like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. Oh, I love video games. Yeah, I'll play League for like 5 hours before bed, and nothing else ever. And again, like with most of these games, you're not even having fun. It's just it's such a neutral emotion you're having. That's how they fucking get you. You're not having a good time or a bad time. You're just having a time. It's complacency.
Let's get these two to core. Same as.
Nothing so far.
I wasn't speaking directly to that point. I just mean, do you think it's a valid way to appreciate a game that tries to be something more than that? I think if you're going to like play a game, I think you should. I think you should always make an effort to try and play it on its terms, meet it where it's at. Trying to like demanding to have like an experience with it that like the game isn't trying to provide, I think is unfair. And also completely ignoring aspects of it that that you just don't you just can't be bothered with, even though like a lot of effort was probably put into it, I think is a bit unfair to the game. Like, if you were to play a game for the first time that the narrative was clearly a focus and you just skip all the cutscenes, I think that's a bit unfair.
We gotta break all the support cables. Grind on the support bases to break.
So that coming. Oh my god, that was close. This is the mission I was talking about on VC, where I said we should change color of grenades. Yeah, I know this is the mission you're talking about, yeah. There's a difference between repetitive games and good gameplay loops. For example, chess is a game with a good gameplay loop. Yeah, and I think what ends up happening is these developers like make games with repetitive gameplay loops that are like good. You know, like then they're not bad, they're not like good, they're just like good enough to be satisfying, but like the repetitive nature of it incentivizes you to keep playing. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because there are a lot of games out there that I just want to know the story and analyze it, but I don't really want to spend 100 hours doing meaningless stuff. I don't know. I don't really think about like analyzing anything until I've at least done one playthrough. And if you've done a playthrough and you know the story and you've played the game, I don't think there's anything wrong with not doing another playthrough and just watching the cutscenes. I think it's fine. And yeah, Vosh said something along the lines of, your life is finite, why spend it playing games that are just designed to waste your time? That really stuck with me. Yeah, I felt really vindicated when I watched that segment, because like I've been feeling this way for ages now. And like, yeah, he's exactly right. Yeah, that's such a succinct way of putting it. Your life is finite. Why spend it playing games that are just designed to waste your time? Why not fill it with games that like can have like deep, meaningful impacts on you, that are artistically interesting, that have something to fucking say? You know, like, your life is finite. Why spend it consuming terrible art?
That's one world down. 5 to go.
Which is why, like, you know, I did like literally have like a solitaire addiction for a bit, because I would literally like just I would watch YouTube in the background and play solitaire for like 5 hours at a time and just dissociate, you know, because I just was too depressed to do anything else, and my ADHD wouldn't let me do anything else, like actually engage with any art or do any work. So that's just what I do. But I've made an active effort to just stop playing solitaire and stop wasting my time like this, and actually try and engage with art that I care about and that I want to engage with. I've made like an active effort to do that, and I've been way the fuck more better for it, you know? Like, you know how many games I've played this year? I think more than any other year ever. Like, I've been tracking how many games I've been playing for the past like 3 years or so. And this year I've definitely played more than any other year. And the year's not even over yet, you know? So spend time doing things that like not only that you find enjoyable, but are actually fulfilling. Don't just settle for like a fucking baseline of like enjoyment in life. Strive for more. They're not bad, they're not good, they're just dopamine loops. Yeah, exactly. Still hasn't played DMC4. I played DMC3 this year. Fuck you. like 5 times, may I add? Like, Jesus. Okay. And you know what? The gap between me playing 3 and 4 is nowhere near the gap between me playing 2 and 3. So, like, calm down, alright? Okay, I'm gonna lose. This is going awful. This is going awful. Great. Yeah, I'm losing this for sure. Sorry, guys. Oh man, this sucks. Yeah. I don't even care at this point. I'm just not in the mood. Oh my god, die. Yeah, there's no way I'm saving this. Yep. Oh well. Good run. Not really. I think to wrap up this segment, I guess, play Klonoa. Good game. Have I tried the Orange Demon mod? I tried it and I couldn't get it to work properly, so I didn't bother. Like for me, the reason I play new games is because I'm always looking for that new favorite, you know? Like I think since playing Klonoa, like Klonoa was a game that I played and it was an instant like top 5, you know, like instant. And since then, every new game I play, I've been looking for that high of just like, holy fuck, I've found a new favorite. And that is such a fucking cool journey, you know? You play like so many interesting things and you just get such a more well-rounded like outlook on games and art and everything. And you just get to experience a fuck ton of cool art, you know? And it's just always sick when you finally do find that one and it's like, oh fuck, and you just resonate with it so hard. Like it's just, it feels like it was made just for you, you know? And it's just like, damn, what a fucking good game. You know what I mean? And I hate that people just get so complacent and just don't do that. They find that one game where they can sink 1,000 hours into, and that's their life. You know, I think if you've got 1,000 hours in a game, it's either, oh damn, that game must be sick, or man, you must really hate your life. There's no in between. I have probably 1,000 hours in Jak, like Jak 1 alone, probably. And you know what? It's a great game. Ask anyone who's got 1,000 hours in League of Legends, they'll tell you they hate it with a passion. And I hate League players with a passion. uh...
Decontamination complete.
This is Unit Alpha. We're en route.
Bet you haven't seen that one before. Hello? What? Okay. I didn't know there was an invisible wall here. Huh. No, there's not. It's supposed to be rubble in the immediate doorway. City got hitboxes? No, the city's deloaded. I think it might be there, so you don't swim under it when you fall in the water at this point in the first visit. No, the rubble is right here. It's not all the way over here. The rubble is not here. The rubble is here. Dude, trust me, I've got more hours in this than you. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Sauce, trust me, bro. I can show you. Maybe I can't. Right there. See? It's there. Not here.
That's it. We're calling the mission off. We don't go until you're serious.
Fuck you.
Opening outer shield.
Quiet. Here comes the food. You got anything triggered?
You'll kill me too.
Anyway.
Leaving city safe zone.
Quiet. Here comes Pretty Boy.
Ugh. Try to go around the loading trigger to start the escort, then go to the wall. Yeah, but I already showed I was right.
Opening outer shield.
No, it's gone.
Check his pocket.
You got anything triggered?
No, I think no, it's literally just this mission is loaded, so it's gone now.
City safe zone.
Quiet. Here comes Pretty Boy.
Just like the rubble isn't there until you actually load this mission.
Here comes Pretty Boy.
Leaving city safe
Quiet.
zone.
Here comes Pretty Boy.
Bye. Dude, let me out.
Leaving city safe zone.
Quiet. Here comes Pretty Boy.
Decontamination complete.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if Jack started reciting the Communist Manifesto right now? Don't worry, we'll mod that in. And the Conquest of Bread. Oh, I was about to say I'll pull it out right now, but my books are all packed away. Anyway, I think I'm done. Ugh. What's the time? It's 1:45 p.m. I've been up since midnight. I'm tired. Ow, my jaw. Berg. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Sorry I haven't streamed much lately. I'll try and do more. Okay, see you guys. Love you. Bye bye.